Joining me now to talk about what is going on across Europe is Philippe LeCorre. He's a visiting fellow with the Brookings Institution. Philippe, let me begin with what we're seeing in Austria. Clearly, two very different candidates, a very divided country. Is it possible that this man, Norbert Hofer, will be Western Europe's first far-right president since World War II?
Election that took place in May, where the Green candidate, van der Bellen, only won with a majority of 31,000 votes. As you know, Austria, unfortunately, if we remember history, has a kind of history of having a very strong far-right movement. So you may remember Kurt Waldheim, who was a previous president, even though he was not a representative of the Freedom Party, but he was certainly on the far right, and he had a background as a soldier during the Nazi times. And also Jörg Haider, who was one of the political leaders of the Freedom Party, even though he was not a member of government, but he led his party to victory in a number of provinces. And he was a very charismatic leader, and he was anti-immigrant. He was very much to the far right. There is a tradition in Austria of anti-immigration, very much about defending the Austrian nation, and very similar to what's happening across the border in Hungary under Prime Minister Viktor Orban.
Let me move on to France and talk about the Republican primary over the weekend. A big victory for former Prime Minister François Fillon. He defeated Alain Juppé. Are you surprised?
Yes, it's a surprise because he was very much the third man, and the second man was to be Alain Juppé. The first one was to be President Sarkozy, former President Sarkozy. It is a surprise because the man has been relatively low-key, and he comes from more, conservative Catholic background. He's not to the far right, that's for sure, but he's a mixture of free markets, and he wants to cut 500,000 public sector jobs. He wants to reform the country, the economy mainly. But at the same time, he's been pushed really by a certain anti-globalization conservative France. And he will probably be facing Marine Le Pen, the far-right leader, in the runoff of the French presidential election in May.
Talk about Marine Le Pen. Does she have a real chance in next year's election?
Well, it really depends. As you know, in France, it's a two-round presidential election system. So there'll be a number of candidates in the first round, including a left-wing candidate. As you know, President Hollande has just decided not to run again for election. There'll be a center-right candidate, François Fillon, and then there'll be a number of centrist or green candidates and so on. So, whoever makes enough, gaining enough votes to make it to the second round, there's only going to be two of them. So most probably Marine Le Pen will be one of them. And the second one is probably going to be the center-right candidate, François Fillon. But you never know. It might be the left-wing candidate as well. It all depends on what's going to happen in the next 5 months.
We shall see. Philippe LeCorre, thank you so much, sir.